Hello, my name is Mr. Hedges and I'm the Head of Law and Politics at St Ivo Academy Sixth Form. I'm also the EPQ Coordinator and Assistant Head of Sixth Form. Welcome to this presentation. I'm going to talk to you about the extended project qualification here at St Ivo Academy Sixth Form. I hope you find it informative, but if you do have any further questions, then please do not hesitate to contact me. My email address is at the end of the presentation. Thank you for listening. Welcome to this presentation where I'll be talking you through the extended project qualification at St Ivo Academy. So on the screen in front of you, you can see various images. These are all examples of previous projects that St Ivo students have produced. So if we start at the image of the alien at the top right of the screen, we've had a student who has written an essay about whether or not there's alien life forms in the universe. Harry Potter there at the bottom right of the screen. One student a few years ago produced an essay on feminism in the Harry Potter novels. You can see some famous images there from the Roald Dahl books at the bottom of the screen. Well, we've also had a student who's written a story in the style of Roald Dahl. And then the Premier League logo there. One student wrote an essay on the impact that Brexit might have on the Premier League. And then finally, we've also had a student in the past who has written an essay, extended essay on Reaganism. So there on the screen in front of you, you can see a quote from a previous EPQ student, and I just want to echo what the student here is saying. The EPQ is an excellent way to prepare for university life. The skills that students develop over the course of researching and then writing their extended project will prove to be invaluable in higher education or at higher education. The opportunity to research in depth and then write a very extended piece of academic writing is a fantastic opportunity, because students will learn how to reference an academic piece of work like they've never done before. These are all skills that are going to be really helpful when students make that transition from sixth form to undergraduate study. So the EPQ is an AS qualification. Students will take the EPQ alongside their other A-level courses. So most students choose 3 A-level courses, so they would do the EPQ on top of those 3 courses. So students have pretty much free rein over what topic they want to research and produce their project on. It does have to get approved by both the supervisor that the student is allocated and the centre coordinator, which is myself. But yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity to pick a subject that really interests you and to produce an extended piece of work on that topic. Now, most students, what they do is they produce an extended essay of around 5,000 words, but there is another option. Some students choose to produce an artifact. So that is, again, for the most part, students have free rein over what they want to produce, but it could be, I'll give you some examples of artifacts that students have produced here at St Ivo in the past. We've had a student produce a drum, or make a drum rather, a student that made a Tudor-inspired jumper. I've mentioned the Roald Dahl story at the beginning of this presentation. Last year, one student wrote a play and one decided to write a novel. So yeah, I mean, the students can pick whatever they want to produce. It could be a piece of music, it could be a piece of theatre, but the students must also produce an essay alongside, but it's a smaller essay So anything sort of ranging from between 1,000 and 3,000 words, that has to be linked to their research process and obviously the artifacts that they have produced. Now, one of the things that is really important to stress about the EPQ is the production log. So the students have to fill out a production log throughout the year that tracks their progress on the EPQ. So it's kind of like a diary, in effect. From the outset, students will be encouraged to reflect, review, and record the process. So regular opportunities to assess the work that they're currently doing, the work that they're doing as a result of feedback from their supervisor, changes that then had to make as a result of feedback from their supervisor, and this all culminates in the students presenting their project, their final project, to their peers. And offering advice for students next year. So as well as producing the essay or the artifact in the smaller essay, we have this production log that tracks the whole journey through the year, and describes the process, evaluates the process, and then students get an opportunity to basically kind of say what they got out of the process overall, and how it's helped them moving forward. So why should you take the EPQ? Well, I would say to any student who is thinking of applying to university that they should take the EPQ for reasons I've already explained in this presentation, such as the research skills you'll develop, the referencing skills you'll develop, but also I think one major advantage of taking this as a qualification on top of your other A levels is it really will prove invaluable in terms of the skills of self-discipline and organisation. You can then discuss this and use this as evidence in your personal statement to support your university application next year, if that is the path that you intend to go down. So it's a really good opportunity to develop as a student in a way that your other A levels might not give you the opportunity to do. One other significant thing about the EPQ, taking the EPQ, is the fact that universities, some there are listed on the slide in front of you, that will actually offer a reduced entry requirement if you have scored a top grade in the EPQ. So there are many reasons why, as a student, you should be thinking of applying to take the EPQ Centivo 6 form. Well, I hope I've managed to give you an overview of the extended project qualification at Centivo. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to email me. That's my email address there on the screen. Thank you for listening. I do hope you consider taking up the EPQ. It's a fantastic opportunity, and I'm always surprised at the topic areas students pick for the EPQ. It is really an exciting experience, not just for the students, but for the supervisors and myself too, to watch the work in progress throughout the year. So thank you much for listening, and I hope to hear from you soon.